Alright, wow, 20 subs, that's kind of crazy. I didn't expect any of that to happen, you know? And 133 views on my last video, that's insane. You know, I didn't expect any of this, you know? I mean, it might not seem like a lot in retrospect, but I mean, it's a lot to me. You know, and thank you for everybody that was viewing that video and stuff, and I hope something spoke to you in that, you know? And I just want to continue to upload videos and keep on, you know, doing this, you know, because I like recording videos. I like doing all this stuff, you know. But I think today's topic is hobbies. Hobbies are clearing your mind, you know, because everybody's going to have an out somehow, you know. You might not know what that out is yet, but, you know, you gotta try to start doing new things that you don't normally do, you know. Try to get outside your box, see if you like it, or if there's other things that you might have interest in, then do it. Like, let's say you have an interest in film. There's a program called Fresh Films that personally I went to for a little bit. I enjoyed a lot. The people were nice and stuff. A lot of experience, you know. You get to use good camera equipment and stuff. It's really good experience, you know. You just gotta go outside of your comfort zone, you know what I'm saying? Like, I used to be very, very antisocial, I guess I'm gonna put it. Like, I used to get really nervous when talking to people. I don't know how to really speak to people right now either, but I mean, like, I'm getting better about it, you know? Like, I'm not as awkward as I would be, let's say, like a year ago or a few months ago. Like, I can keep a conversation going, you know, if I know the person enough, but same with not knowing a person. I can keep a conversation going because I don't know anything about them, you know? But if it's just that, like, one friend that you know, in my opinion, it gets kind of dull because you have nothing else to talk about and you're just kind of like chilling, going around your day, you know, just having them by your side, but it's just like you don't know them. But yeah, no, you just gotta learn how to get outside of your comfort box, you know, because you'll experience more freedom and more self-awareness once you get out that box and experience new things, you know, experience things that you just never done. Like, personally, I was never really a gym guy until like recently. Like, I really didn't go to the gym as much as I would until like the summer of this year, or last year, sorry. Like, I really rarely went, you know. I spent like, I was in a whole phase of gym, let's say end of freshman year, I think. And then I stopped right into sophomore year, and I quit really working out junior year too until like the summer of junior year. You know, that's when I really got motivated from what the bullshit that happened, but we don't care about that too much. You know, that's in the past, but yeah. No, you just have to find things that you can cope with, you know? There's so much better things to do than to do the bad things, if you know what I'm trying to say here. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't hurt is what I'm gonna try to, so I don't get flagged or anything. Don't hurt is how I'm gonna put it, you know? Because then there's other ways to avoid that stuff. And I just ran that red light like heavy. Oh shoot. But yeah, there's other ways to avoid that, you know. You just have to find different ways to cope in the way that you're hurting right now, you know. Like, you just have to find ways to love yourself and understand this is what distracts me and what makes me feel better, you know. It's just a process thing, you know. You have to try new things, see whatever one you like, you know. Like, effectively, I'm not really able to help you find that out, you know, because everybody's different, you know. Not every guy likes going to the gym, not every girl likes going to the gym, not every guy likes playing video games, not every girl likes playing video games, etc. You know, I don't understand you to the depth that you want me to understand, but I'm trying to lead you into getting the idea of what you want to do, you know. Like, you don't have to listen to me, but I'm giving you some sort of advice to cope with the way you're feeling right now. And I just hope that it's taken to heart and you listen to what I'm saying, you know? Like, in reality, you're the one that controls your own life. And if you really don't want to find a way to cope, life is going to get a little bit harder for you, you know? And that, if that's okay to you, then that's fine, you know? I can't really say anything else but speak through a video, you know? Like, I just wish you the best, and I hope you know that you could be living such a more comfortable life knowing that there's ways to cope with yourself and how you're feeling, you know? Like, I really want you to reach your own peace, you know? I don't want you to reach peace throughout somebody else's life, you know? I don't want you to be codependent on somebody. I want you to be independent, understanding yourself, being able to love yourself, take time, be able to cope with your own feelings, you know? Like, it's good to talk to people about how you feel, you know? It's good to have people on your side, but when they're not there, what now? You know, that's why I'm saying you have to learn to be dependent on yourself. You know, you can't be so codependent on everybody else except for you, you know? That's just really gonna fuck you in the long run if I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. But yeah, I really have nothing else to say in that type of thing, you know? You just really have to understand yourself and learn what helps you out the most and what doesn't help at all, you know? Like, that's just kind of how it is, you know? Do you like coloring to get off your mind? Like, what helps you get stuff off your mind, you know? Whether that be sleeping, which in my opinion isn't the healthiest thing ever, you know? I like sleeping, that's great and all, but you can't be asleep all day, you know? You're missing out on so much life if you're just in your bed sleeping all day. And I know it's comfortable, I know it's the only way you feel like you're gonna cope, but sleeping isn't always good for you, you know? You're gonna get even more depressed, you're gonna get even more anxious, you're isolating yourself so much on just being alone and going to sleep, you know? And that's just something that you shouldn't be doing all the time. I get it, that's your only out, that you feel like that's the only way apart from that other option, you know? But find something else that you enjoy doing apart from sleeping. You know, it doesn't even have to be anything extreme that you have to spend money, like crazy sorts of money on, you know? I know sleep is free, but your life is even better than something that's free, you know? Your mental health is more important than something that's free, you know? Something that you can do always, you know? Sleeping is not gonna help you out in the long run. Sleeping is gonna make you more depressed, you know? And I just want you to understand that I'm repeating myself so that it drills into your head, you know? I do not think that's the best option you have, you know? And I just want you to realize that. You had to develop a self-dependency. None of this, I'm dependent on this person or blah, blah, blah. You have to develop a self-dependency on yourself, you know? It's just, I get that it's a hard thing to do for people, but if you put in the time, it's just like practice. It's just like you're practicing for a sport. If you put the time in for it, it'll pay off in the long run, you know? If you put in the hours right now, it's gonna pay off fucking tomorrow, if even, you know? It's gonna pay off eventually, you know? Like, it'll pay off on its own, and you don't have to force it. You just have to give yourself patience and love for it, you know? Like, that's just how it goes. Either coping could also be buying clothes, you know, buying whatever. You know, you could be spending money on yourself to feel better, get your mind off of things, you know. I've seen people do that. That works for them, you know. Could work for you too if you have said money, or it could be eating food, but don't overeat, because that is gluttony. And yeah, no, you shouldn't be doing that. But yeah, that's a completely different story. Yeah, this is journal entry number 9, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your night, or good rest of your day. See ya.